morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I have something, it is kind of neat actually. This is the FQ777 124C model. C means it's camera version. You know, I've flown the 124 before, and I really like the original FQ777 124. So when I saw that they finally came out with a camera version, I wanted to see, try it. And I got it here. I don't know how that camera is going to affect performance of the quadcopter, because the original 124 was an exceptional flyer. But we're going to see if this is similar in performance here shortly, here when I put it up in the air. But let's go over the quadcopter. Let's take the quadcopter out of its case. You know, its case is a carrying case / controller. It can be used for both, so that makes this truly a pocket quadcopter. But looking at the 124, it's similar to the original 124, except we have a larger belly here with a larger battery in it, so that means there's more weight there. That's one thing. It's probably going to affect performance quite a bit. But again, it has a camera on it. They say it's an HD camera. I haven't seen the performance of this yet, but I can almost guarantee that it's not probably going to be HD. It's probably going to be 640 by 480 VGA resolution, because it looks like a little pinhole camera. But we'll find out here shortly. We'll confirm that. You'll see whether it's HD or not. The battery in this it looks like it is removable. It looks like a little 250 milliampere hour with a little white connector. I forgot what these little small white connectors like this are. They're not low C, but I'll look it up and put it up on the screen what type of connector this is. But I'm sure you can find replacement batteries for this. Going over the controller has got a lot of buttons on it, so let's go over them. First off, it has a little carrying case in the back here for spare parts, spare blades. It has prop guards that come with this. It has nice prop guards so you can fly this indoors. And it also has a cable in here that you can charge this quadcopter via the batteries in the controller. Now that's going to take you a good hour to do so, so I recommend, instead of using this controller to recharge your 124C out in the field, go get yourself a power bank and it'll do it much quicker. Power banks have more power than just 4 AA batteries. The buttons on this controller are, we have one key return, which is activated by this button here, headless mode by that button here. You can change the rates for beginner to intermediate to expert. I think there's 3, we'll find out here shortly, by pressing the the throttle stick. You can change or activate flips by pressing the pitch roll stick and telling it which direction to flip. You can start the video camera by pressing this button here, and take a photo by pressing this button here. And these buttons here are just trim buttons for roll and pitch. So that's it, folks. We have 2 little lights here, indicator lights. The one on the right is just a power indicator to tell you that the transmitter is turned on, and the one on the left is activated when you plug in this charger in the back to tell you that you are charging, that it has a connection to the quadcopter and it is drawing power from the transmitter. So that's about it. Let's start this up. We are going to plug in the battery to do so. And the battery's being plugged in. And making sure, oh, we got an on-off switch also. Turning on the on-off switch. Quadcopter is on. And turning on the transmitter, the on-off switch is on the back here. Transmitter is on, and binding it to the quadcopter, up and down, and we got a bind. Now we're going to start the camera by pressing the video button. And we're going to go up. And before I go up, let's turn off that camera. I want to try one thing. Turning off the on-off switch on the transmitter. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. 6 seconds here before it notices that we've lost bound. So keep that in mind, folks. There's a 6-second delay. Okay, we were bound again. Starting the camera again and going up. I want to get a video just showing the camera. This is the first thing we're going to do. We'll get a video of the lights. And there we are around the lights. And coming back down. And there's a bunch of little starlings flying around me. And pushing forward on the stick. So it should be recording me right now, going to higher rate. Flying overhead. Flying back toward me. And that's its camera, folks. I'm not going to demonstrate its camera much more because I want to save power on this thing. Turning the camera off. Okay, we are in high rate. Now the old 124 was very maneuverable. Well, this got an insane rate on it. Do we got another rate? No, it's got beginner and expert. No in between. Let's go into headless mode. So headless mode thinks that's the headless mode direction, so I'm going to orient myself to that direction and pushing forward and demonstrating headless mode while in high rate. It's got kind of a fast yaw on it. Let's go up that way and press 1 key return. 1 key return activated. On, it's real slow, 1 key return. Not very good. So don't depend on that 1 key return, folks. Going back to changing the rates. Are we still in headless mode? Yeah, we are. Let's stay in that rate and press 1 key return. We'll bring it in close to show you how fast that 1 key return is. I activated it and it's going overhead now, but it's slow. Okay, we're still in headless mode. The yaw rate on this is very high and it's not very proportional. It's not like the original 124C or 124. Because of that, recommend flying this one mainly in headless mode. Let's activate the camera one more time. Let's bring it down close. And point the camera at myself. Yeah, you operate this in headless mode and it'll make it much easier to control it. But I'm surprised at the flight time on this. Kind of good flight time, huh? Taking a picture of myself. His lights are blinking, so it's getting low. I'm going to turn that camera off. It's requiring more throttle to stay in the air. Going back from headless mode, cutting headless mode off. I'm going to fly normal for the remainder of the flight. Well, it seems like it's still got power on it. It's just that it's not very proportional in that steering. You got to be real gentle with it. Apply some bank, that helps it too. That helps the gentleness of the turn. Going back to beginner's rate. And let's bring it in close here so you can see it again. Up close. Getting a thumbnail of this little thing. No 124C with the camera. Yeah, it's okay. High rate. Now the original 124 had a heck of a range. This might have the same range, but I'm hesitant to go out far because of that 6-second delay. This can travel quite a distance during that 6 seconds, and I don't want to lose it because of that. One more camera. Camera's on. Oh, there we go. That camera sucked the last of the juice. So that's its flight time, folks. So that's the 124C. Let's see if make sure I got that video stopping it. The original, as you would infer, you know, without this one's got a lot more weight on it because of the camera and the extra battery, the larger battery they put in here to control or provide power to that camera. So because of that, you know, you can feel that weight. However, it does have a lot of power in it. It's able to, you know, lift up quite a bit, but the yaw rate on this is kind of high and not very proportional with this control. So this would be more for intermediate flyers. Well, so was the 124, the original 124, because of its flying abilities. So overall, we'll see how the video came out in the end, but that's the FQ777 FQ777 124C. Hope you enjoyed this flight. Quadcopter 101, signing out.